Hey, how's it going, everyone? Marco Moreno here. Today is Saturday, September 14, 2024. It's 11 p.m. here in the East Coast, and I'm watching UFC 306 Noche. A spectacular UFC. One of the cool things about this event makes it so special is that it is that it's being hosted at the new Sphere, which is this amazing venue with special effects and a lot of visual effects that go all above you, like all over. It's a 360 immersive experience, and also there are gonna be great fights tonight. Right now I'm watching Cell Huber and Ribovics. I'm not an MMA expert, to be honest with you. I'm more like a jiu-jitsu guy, so sometimes I get here to watch more the jiu-jitsu aspect. But I enjoy the fights. I've been watching MMA from a long time ago. And also, one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast is because I like watching Brian Ortega. I like his jiu-jitsu. I've known him personally. I had the pleasure of training with him. So I'm always following his fights, and this is gonna be a good fight for him. He's fighting Diego Lopes. That is a very strong up-and-comer. It's gonna be a great fight for him. And then also we have Schevchenko, which I'm also a fan of Schevchenko. One of them reasons is because she went to Peru. I'm Peruvian, and she trained in Peru. So we Peruvians kind of have adopted her. She lived in Peru for a long time. She used to go. I still think she still has a coach, a Peruvian coach, and she walks in to the cage with a Peruvian flag. If you watch closely, there's a Peruvian flag in there too. So she's our Peruvian representative, Schevchenko, and then of course you have Sean O'Malley versus Merav. Also another great fight. I might not stay for all the fights, just for the Brian Ortega one. But right now, the Argentinian Ribovics, I'm gonna write it down here, is fighting the Mexican Cell Huber, and this whole event, the team is a Mexican team. Just the intro was so amazing, with a lot of spectacular visual effects, with the Mexican heritage theme, right? So there's a lot of Mexicans. Of course, there's a lot of Mexicans in the card, right? You have Graso, you have this guy Cell Huber, Ortega and Lopes also have Mexican roots. So that's the team. Mexicans, they love fighting, they love boxing, and they love MMA. They have a few MMA champions. So it makes sense for the UFC to make an event with a Mexican team. And Ribovics is complaining about hit to the groin, but he recovers real quick. It's pretty even. I barely watched the first round, but they were really both of them strikers, both of them connecting. The exchange is being pretty equal by from my perspective, looks like these two fighters are really even with each other. Ribovics representing Argentina and Selhuber representing Mexico. They are lightweight division. And so far, like I said, they are very good at moving. There's a lot of action, but you cannot clearly see one of them being ahead. They're both connecting. And let me know if you're watching, what do you expect of this fight, or any of the upcoming fights. What are your predictions with Ortega versus Lopes, Graso versus Schevchenko and O'Malley? Ribovics connected, and then now Selhuber returned the punches. Ribovic is looked like he had a good combination there, but Selhuber is now backing down. Selhuber is still in the pocket. 1 minute 10 seconds left in the second round. Like I said, the first round was pretty even, and man, these guys are going at each other, man. Very action-packed round, this one. No grappling at all. They just decide to stand and punch. No attempt for a takedown or working on the cage. Nothing like that for these two guys. They're just exchanging strikes. Good kick by Selhuber. Another kick by Ribovics. They both are really good at the striking. Selhuber looks like he's a little longer, like he has more reach and longer legs too, so he might have an advantage on the reach. But Ribovics is just he looks shorter, but he's doesn't stop moving, keeps moving forward this entire time. Second round is up. I didn't really pay attention to the first round. The first round looks even. This one, maybe a slight advantage for Ribovics. You never know when it's that close. The judges, if he goes to decision, the criteria is maybe action, who's going forward more. But man, look at this view. They're doing the replay from outside the stadium, the sphere, right? So you're driving through Las Vegas, you turn and you see this huge, like, sphere, this huge circle, and they're playing the highlights of the second round. It looks incredible. Have you guys, if you're watching, any of you have been at the sphere? I just saw videos and it looks incredible. I saw a video of U2, I think one of the first one who played there, and the concert was just, the experience is just different, you know, when you have all those special effects. Nice elbow by Selhuber that connected really well. They're already in the third round. To be honest, this is my first time watching these fighters. Never seen them before. I don't follow MMA too much, just when there's good cards. I'm more like a jiu-jitsu guy, but I like to knocked down by Selhuber. His elbow connected, put Ribovics down. That was huge for him. That knockdown is huge. Ribovics recover. He's up on his feet, but that elbow, man. Selhuber elbow sent Ribovics to the ground. Oh, Ribovics is complaining. on his eye. There was eye poking. The referee is scolding Schevchenko, is telling him, I told you not to do this. I'm not kidding you. You've been doing this. Oh, thumb on the eye. Oh, man. Don't be nasty, man. Schevchenko, you're fighting well. You're connecting with the elbows. You don't need eye poking. The referee seemed to have been warning him before. Another elbow. Gribovic's back down a little bit. Now he comes forward. This third round is all Schevchenko. Whoa, nice right hand. Another one. Ribovics has Schevchenko against the cage, and he's unloading. He's just unloading on him. Schevchenko is covering against the cage. He's going down. He's not going down. He starts running. He keeps connecting. Ribovics keeps connecting. Whoa, Schevchenko standing up. What's keeping him up? He keeps getting connected. He's just covering. Man, he runs. He falls. Ribovics follow him. He's done. But he's not. He's still up. I'm not screaming because my kids are sleeping, guys. But this is incredible. He keeps unleashing. Ribovics is unleashing against the cage. And Schevchenko is doing a great job. But he's really hurt, man. He's really hurt. 2 minutes 20 seconds. And he's back. Whoa. Oh no, he's still against the cage. Bro, what's keeping him up, man? The heart of this guy. He's still against the cage. Now he's punching back now. This is one of the most incredible fights I've seen. Now he just connected Schevchenko. He just connected to Ribovics. Ribovics went for the kill and he couldn't knock him out. And now he's tired. And now Schevchenko is still against the cage. But now at least he's punching back. And he just connected a jab. And Ribovics, man. This is incredible the way Schevchenko just survived. And now he's coming back. But Ribovics connect. It looked like he's coming back and he's turning the fight around now, Schevchenko. But nope, Ribovics still punching and is still going forward. This will be incredible if Schevchenko now knocks out Ribovics. But Ribovics was so close. He was so close, man. He caused so much damage. I think this was better than Schevchenko's elbow that sent him to the canvas. Another punch by Ribovics. Schevchenko goes for the takedown, fails. And I don't know, man. The guy's all wobbly, but he's still throwing punches, man. This guy is just like a cyborg. What kind of robot? He's an alien. He got connected again. You know what? He's young too, you know. So if you keep getting this damage on your career later on, one punch like Chuck Liddell, you get knocked out. But he was punished, man, and he's still up. I don't know how he's still up and fighting so much hard. He's throwing 10 seconds left, and in my opinion, this round, of course, go for Ribovics, and the fight also should go to. Oh, he's still getting punched after the bell. They both raise their hands. Man, this Alex Benavides, how's it going, brother? This was the third round of Ribovics and Schevchenko. The first two rounds were pretty even. The third round was just crazy. The Schevchenko knocked him down with an elbow, but then Ribovics connected, and Darwin Dante, who's winning. To me, the first two rounds were even. To me, so it's gonna come that. Ooh, look at that elbow! That so nasty. Got Ribovics to the ground, but then Ribovics connected with a right hand, over right hand, and then he punched him for like a full 2 minutes. Selhuber, the survival skills of this guy. And then when he got survived, then he started punching back. Unbelievable. So I think it's all gonna come down. The third round is all Ribovics. I don't know if the judges are gonna consider that he was closer to finish the fight. He also has Selhuber knockdown there too. So it's gonna be the judges. In my opinion, he had to go for Ribovics because he was the closest to finish. But we'll see what they say. Fawcett Uribe, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for giving all the likes. I saw some guys there giving your likes. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I always do breakdowns, mostly jiu-jitsu. But today I did this because I like this card and I like to watch Brian Ortega, which is coming up. I didn't see any of the prelim cards. This is gonna be a split decision. Ribovics. Ribovics, the Argentinian fighter, has won the fight. Really good. I agree with this El Greco. Man, Argentinians are good fighters in boxing. I remember they had good boxers. MMA, they're just coming up in the MMA scene. The Argentinians, there are more, of course, Brazilians and Mexicans. I'm talking about Latin America. But now you see Argentinians now like Ribovics. They're talking about how incredible was the third round. He just said Viva Mexico. You're supposed to say Viva Mexico, cabrones. There's gonna be a lot of Viva Mexico, cabrones in this event. They're talking about how in the third round he got knocked down by an elbow and then he came back and almost finished him. He's saying it was a very tough fight. I thought I was gonna lose, but even if my body's destroyed, in my heart I'll keep fighting. Doesn't matter what my body says. In my heart, I'll keep fighting. Stevan Ribovics defeats. Let me edit this. Guys, I'm just gonna stay here for the Ortega fight. Because I had to go to bed early, man. Whoa, that third round has been one of the craziest rounds I've seen this year in UFC. Unbelievable. What do you guys think? Do you agree with this decision? Now, the other question is, what do you think about the next fight? Number 3 ranked at featherweight, Brian Ortega, fighting out of Los Angeles with Mexican roots. He's gonna fight number 13, Diego Lopes, which is a tough up-and-comer. So what do you think about that one? I think it's gonna be a huge challenge for Ortega. Diego Lopes looks Looks really good. I watched a couple of his previous fights, and you might say, okay, but Brian Ortega's jiu-jitsu is superior, but Diego Lopes' jiu-jitsu is awesome too, man. It's gonna be hard to beat him with jiu-jitsu. At the end of the day, these guys are MMA. Wow, the spheres look just awesome. This is the first UFC at the Sphere Stadium, and the way it looks from the outside is just like a crystal ball, and it has all kind of Mexican theme designs, you know. And I think Dana White did the Mexican theme because, first of all, there were a lot of Mexican fighters, but also because Mexicans are so loyal to the UFC. They love fighting. It was the same with boxing, still the same. A lot of Mexicans love boxing. So I think the UFC is appealing to the Mexican fan base. And I think they are showing their support. Later on, we also have Alexa Graso, Mexican, versus Valentina Schevchenko. This is gonna be a rematch. This is also gonna be a good one. Alexa Graso versus Schevchenko, because this was a big upset. Like, Schevchenko was the champion for a long time, and then she's fighting this Mexican fighter, Alexa Graso, and it was one of the biggest upsets when Graso rear naked, not even like split decision, barely beat her. She rear naked choke Schevchenko, man. It was so tight, like Schevchenko had the marks of the choke on her face. So they're doing the rematch now after maybe, how long it's been? Maybe after a year, maybe 2 years. Now they're having this rematch. And then for the championship, Schevchenko and O'Malley is fighting Merab. I cannot pronounce his last name. What's his last name? Merab Dvalishvili from Georgia. That guy is so tough. But O'Malley is the champion. He knows how to put it all together, right? All the elements of this game. You have to be well-rounded in every aspect. You have to have good strikes, good hands, good kicks, good wrestling, good submission, good escapes, good jiu-jitsu, good cage fighting, like fighting against the cage, I mean. And the most well-rounded, of course, comes on top. They're doing promo of the next UFC Pereira versus round 3. The exosphere, wow, looks incredible, man. And inside looks even more awesome. There is like a church. Look like you're immersed in a Mexican main square. When you are inside like a Mexican, like there are buildings Mexican in the main square of a town in Mexico, and the sky is beautiful. Of course, this is all the special effects at the Sphere. Unbelievable, looks really good. I think this was a good decision by the UFC. I hope the numbers support this, like pays off for them, so they can actually do more of these events. Wow, they're telling a story about colonialism and the fighting spirit of the Mexicans. Coming up, guys, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. They're telling a little bit of history of Mexico. Whoa. Whoa, it's like a church that is being demolished. Mexican independence. You might be wondering, why are they doing so much for Mexico? Because they have a lot of Mexican fans, UFC, right? Now, are the other Latin Americans excited about this? I doubt it, really, huh? Like soccer, nobody likes the Mexicans. They like Argentina more. I think, especially South America. We don't like when Mexico, it's like the brother with the, not the brother, yeah. It's like a guy with a big ego. And then in South America, we're like, you guys are not that much. Like hey, brother, James, what's up, my brother? How's it going? A lot of people commenting from Facebook. I wonder if, because I'm also streaming to YouTube, I wonder if this is going to YouTube too. But how's it going, brother James, man? Nice to meet you here in this stream. But also, hopefully you can come to the school. Hopefully I'll see you soon, man. Hope everything's going well for you. Let me check my YouTube channel. Right now they are in commercials, and then the fight coming up is Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. So Diego Lopes was scheduled to fight Ortega, but at the last second Ortega got sick, and then they canceled the fight, and then they postponed it for this event here, which I think is gonna look even better. Brian Ortega is saying, I was sick, had to cancel the fight, but I had to come back and train to prepare for Diego Lopes again. Diego Lopes has a lot of hype, and this is Brian Ortega talking and saying, alright, let's fight. Hey, brother James, in Japan, whoa, deployed in Japan. Oh, you'll be back in December. Awesome, brother. We miss you here at the school, and I don't know if you heard about the news, but we're moving to another location. It's gonna be a little bit bigger, so hopefully when you come back we can train at the new location. Take care, brother. All the best for you. So coming up, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. Let's see. I'm excited about to see good jiu-jitsu here. This fight is the whole reason why I'm doing this streaming, really. It's not like I don't care for the other fights. It's just that it's so late, man. It's about to be midnight here. I had to get up early tomorrow. When you have kids, you have family, you have responsibilities. This is my party now. Staying a little late, watch the fights, and then go to bed early at midnight. versus what, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. 12 is when the party just getting started, man. All right, Diego Lopes is making his entrance with Mexican music. I don't know, man. I mean, as Peruvian, I love Mexico and I love the Mexicans, but it gets a little bit like, oh, are we gonna hear Mexican music all night? They are coming to Mexican music, you know. I mean, I get it. There are a lot of Mexican fans, and these guys have Mexican roots too. So nice haircut by, very unique haircut by Diego Lopes. Man, this looks so different than the usual entrance when they do it at the regular events, regular venues. All right, Diego Lopes. Oh, he has a Brazilian flag. Is he Brazilian then? Why has a Brazilian flag? Oh, Diego Lopes is Brazilian. Oh, okay, let me see. It says here, fighting out of Puebla, Mexico, by way of Manaus, Amazonas, Brazil. Ah, okay. All right. So that music is not Mexican? Is from the Amazon? Anyway, I'm very confused. So I was wrong. Diego Lopes is not Mexican, and he's not coming to Mexican music. Anyway, we just want to see the fights, guys. Right? Who's rooting for Ortega here, guys? And who's rooting for Lopes? We'll see. It's like the veteran, experienced Brian Ortega, who was so close to become a champion that one time that had the guillotine on Volkanovski. If he would have tapped Volkanovski there, he would have become the champion, Ortega. And then had another fight for the championship against the Hawaiian, forgot. You guys remember the name? Holloway, Max Holloway. And yeah, on that one he didn't do good. He took a lot of damage. But Ortega is resilient, man. It's gonna be hard to knock him out. And then, so he's like a veteran. He's been around. He's been around in the UFC for a long time. A lot of fights, a lot of tough defeats. When he lost to Volkanovski and he lost to Max Holloway. Actually, I think they stopped the fight in the 4th round for Volkanovski. And with Max Holloway, man, he took a lot of damage. But now he's back. Yeah, I remember after that fight, he had like surgery on his nose, on his eye, on his shoulder. It takes a lot of courage to recover from all that, train and get back again. And then he fought Jair Rodriguez and beat him with a head and arm triangle. Nice tight submission. And he's back. And Brian Ortega is back. He's the number 3 contender in a division where you have Ilia Topuria as the champion. Hopefully he doesn't break his ankle like last time. He broke his ankle as he was like ready to fight. But Brian Ortega is entering the cage. He looks ready. He looks focused. He looks serious. He's not smiling at all. Wow, the immersive experience is just unbelievable at this stadium. The sphere. You see like the cage on the back. There is like a church, like Mexican buildings, and on top is like the sky all above you. Looks great. And Ortega is in the cage. We'll see what's gonna happen. Guys, after this one, I'm out. Thank you for leaving your likes. Thank you for commenting. I'm reading all the comments. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. This is UFC 306 Noche with At the Sphere with Brian Ortega and Diego Lopes ready to fight right now. Featherweight bout. Ortega 33, Diego Lopes 29, 5'8", Ortega 5'11", Lopes 146, Ortega 146, Lopes 146 pounds. Yeah, they probably dropped from like 120 to 146, 145, 146. Bruce Buffer making the announcement. Bruce Buffer making the introduction. And then we start. Diego Lopes. So he fights out of Puebla, Mexico, but he's Brazilian. It says by way of Manaus, Brazil. And and Brian Ortega is from Los Angeles, but he has Mexican roots. When he fought Jay Rodriguez, they fought in Mexico, and the Mexicans were with Rodriguez because Jay Rodriguez is more like Mexican, not like American Mexican. Ortega is jumping and then signaling his foot. No, this time I'm not gonna break my foot. Yeah, Ortega, don't break your foot right before the fight. But Ortega is like a slow starter. Oh, the ringers have like Mexican customs. That's interesting. It's great. And they look also Mexican. They are Mexican ringers, and they're walking with Mexican custom. The fight just started. This is Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes, squaring with each other, keeping their distance. Ortega throwing a jab, another jab by Ortega. Jab, 1-2, 1-2 by Ortega. Kick by Lopes, he barely missed. Another kick by Lopes. Oh, Lopes just connected on Ortega. Ortega is wobbly against the cage, and he's punching him against the cage. Ortega is going down. And Lopes is on his back. He just took Ortega down and he's securing a choke. Ortega turned. Ortega is in bad shape. Ortega just got taken down and he just recovered guard. Ortega just recovered guard. Nice elbow by Lopes, throwing elbows from inside the guard. Ortega's guard is dangerous though, so Lopes stand up, throw the legs over, and ground and pound by Lopes to a fallen Ortega. Be careful, Lopes, you're gonna get triangle. Almost triangle by Ortega. Triangle attempt didn't work. Lopes standing in front of him. He's backing up. Lopes standing. Whoa, this was a crazy start, man. Within the first seconds, Lopes connected a good right hand that sent, oh, nice choke. Now Lopes has mount on Ortega. Ortega's survival skills on the ground are great too, but man, you have Lopes and then he's almost out of himself. The arm is extended. So passing guard by Lopes. No, Ortega recovered. Nice kick from the ground by Ortega from the bottom. Lopes standing in front of him, grabbing his ankle. Throw the legs to the side. Start punching, ground and pound. Up kick by Ortega from the bottom. And Lopes on inside Ortega's guard. Ortega seemed to be recovering a little bit from the knockdown. 2 minutes 28 seconds. Well, he was ground and pound by Volkanovski. So, oh, Lopes backing out, letting Ortega stand up. Ortega has a cut on his left eye. Whoa, that was so close. He seemed to have been recovered now. Lopes doesn't want to do anything to do with Ortega's guard, man. He just let him stand up. And he's like, I connected the one time. Let's stand up. I'll connect you again. That would have been a great victory for Lopes. And a terrible defeat by Ortega, losing to the rank number 13. Ortega always has like a slow start though. His biggest strength is when he goes to the second and third round. That's when he starts getting stronger. And they are standing up. See, Ortega is connecting a little bit more now, getting a little more loose and confident. He got surprised by Lopes. Jab by Ortega. Right hand by Ortega. Right hand by Ortega. But Lopes looks dangerous in the standing. Like Ortega is a little bit hesitant now, I think. Kick by Lopes. Just exchanging strikes. Ortega grabbed his ankle. 40 seconds left. It seemed like Lopes punches carry a lot of power. That's why Ortega is keeping his distance. 30 seconds left of the first fight. Yeah, he's like Oliveira also starts like that, right? Oliveira starts slow. 5 seconds to finish the first round. And Ortega is gonna be glad this round is over, man. This round was all Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes connected. Ooh, it connected right and left as Ortega was falling. Send him to the ground. And then start ground and pounding Ortega. And Ortega survived the round. Alex, stay for the next one? No, bro. I'm a responsible adult now. I have family. I have to get up tomorrow early. Ortega standing up. He needs to be careful, man. Just a little distraction, a little mistake, and Lopes is gonna take your head off, man. This was crazy how Lopes connected. Bang, bang. Sent Ortega to the ground. And it was great. How Ortega survived that. His Lopez kicks are connecting more too. Definitely a little bit of Lopez showing a little bit of superiority. Another connection, another good combination by Lopez. He's connecting and his punches seem to carry a lot of power, man. And another kick. Yeah, Ortega is coming kind of hesitant to move forward because he got knocked down one time, man. You start thinking about like, you know, if I keep moving forward, I'm gonna get knocked down again. He's just waiting for the time when he has to use his jiu-jitsu, Ortega. But the thing is this, Lopez has good jiu-jitsu too, man. Lopez has good jiu-jitsu. But that's the only route that I see for Ortega here, because Lopez is showing a little bit of superiority in this. I'll see Ortega going for the single leg now, which is great. Oh, Lopez break free. Good. But that's the route. Ortega knows he needs to get the fight to the ground. He needs to get the fight to the ground. And he's striking, of course, because he needs to get close at one point. But as the match goes, I think Ortega starts getting stronger. Like I said, I've seen Ortega getting stronger on the third round. There was, for a while, there was a lot of fights that he finished on the third round. The second round is a little more, both of them are a little more conservative. Just kind of staying outside, not really risking or committing too much. Lopez is connecting a little bit more on the kicks, and he connected a nice jab too. Ooh, another punch that connect by Lopez, and Ortega also connected there. Show fight? No, my brother. They'll pull my... Oh, nice kick by Lopez that connected on Ortega's face. Yeah, the Lopez striking combination seemed to be better. Another punch by Lopez. Yeah, the wrong is just saying, oh, he swept Ortega. Ortega going to the ground. He kicked Ortega. Ortega went down. Lopez retreat. He doesn't want to go inside Ortega's guard. Good strategy, to be honest. You don't want to go inside Ortega's guard. Volkanovski did it. But remember he almost got triangle too, Volkanovski. Nice punch by Ortega, but the Lopez punches carry more power. Seemed like one of those that connect from Lopez is gonna send you to the ground, man. This is second round. Alex is asking what round. This is round 2. First round, it was all Diego Lopez. He knocked Ortega down right off the bat, like in the first 10 seconds. He put Ortega on the ground and start ground and pound, and Ortega survived from the guard. I should put here round 2. There we go. Commentators signaling how Lopez always touches his Adam apple, like he goes like this very often. Maybe it's like a tick they have. "15 seconds of this round. This round was a little bit uneventful. I might say I might risk it and give this to Lopez too. Yeah, he also took Ortega down, right? Like that kick. Ortega fell to the ground. So Ortega is losing the first 2 rounds. Ortega now is losing. Yep. Most definitely needs to be careful, but he's exactly like Oliveira. He starts to pick it up after being smacker. I know, man. There are fighters like that, you know, like these slow starters. Oof, nice punch by Lopes. And the high kick, yeah, this round was Lopes. And the kick on the ankle that sent Ortega to the ground. Lopes showing better display of skills today against Brian Ortega. And he might be declared the winner. We'll see. Ortega needs to knock him out. Ortega only way to win right now. Is this 3 rounds or 5 rounds? Any of you knows? It's not a championship fight. It should only be 3 rounds. Another kick by Lopes. Nice punch by Ortega. Man, Ortega, you had to try a takedown at one point. I know it's tough. Another kick by Lopes. Those kicks start accumulating, you know. Oof, another punch by Lopes. Good connection. Nice exchange here. Both of them connecting. Looks like Ortega's hair is getting on the way. He has a long braid. Keeps getting in front. He keeps pushing on the back. Nice punch by Ortega here. Nice punch by Ortega. Ortega seems to found his rhythm here. Nope. Lopes just connected a tough punch on Ortega. But Ortega looks fresh and confident. And he still has cardio for days. He seems more active on this round. I mean, he is the one who has to look for the round, right? Lopes can just let the time run out and then he'll be the winner. Grab his ankle, didn't work. Yeah, Ortega has to move for a nice single by Ortega. This is it, Ortega. Upper body clinch. Lopes, good defense, man. Good defense by Lopes. It's gonna be tough. Like, yeah, you had to have Khabib type of pressure. Otherwise, your takedowns get countered. Let's go, Ortega. Let's go. I'm rooting for Ortega, guys. I follow his career and also I train with him. So also he's behind, so I'm rooting for the underdog at this point. He's behind the cards. Oof, nice punch by Lopes. Ortega kind of hurt against the cage. And Lopes just grabbed his back. Lopes is on Ortega's back. Knee him in the thigh. Another knee to the thigh by Lopes. Ortega breaks free. And they square. Ortega grabbing his left eye. His left eye was bleeding since the first round. 1 minute left, and the time is running out for Ortega, bro. 50 seconds. Connected again, Lopes. Another jab by Lopes. Now Ortega, move forward, brother. 40 seconds. 35 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah, Lopes is more conservative on this round. Oh, he just connected a left. Oh, Ortega goes down. Eyes roll back. Ground and pound by Lopes. This could be it. With 15 seconds, Lopes jump on the back of Ortega. He has a wrap hand around the neck, but Ortega defended well. And now Ortega goes on top. Goes on the attack. They're changing crazy punches at the end. Whoa! Ortega's eye is all messed up. This is all Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes has defeated Ortega. We just need to make it official. Or they just need to make it official. Amazing fight by Lopes. And he just making a statement. Tonight, Diego Lopes showing that he deserves to be a top contender for the belt. Oof, right off the bat, man. He got knocked down the first round. He got swept on the second round, and on this third round, sent him to the ground at the end too. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for show the fight. Come on, man. How can I show the fight? This is just a video for live reaction, my brother. I cannot show the UFC. My video will be pulled by YouTube for copyright infringement, my friend. Yeah. This was a tough fight for Ortega. And he's gonna go down on the ranks. He was right there for contender for the belt against Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria at one point he said, I wanna fight Brian Ortega. But then the plans changed. And then I think they're gonna do Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway. And now with this fight, Ortega gets farther away from a championship fight. And Diego Lopes now gets closer to top 5 at the very least. He just defeated number 3. Viva Mexico. Diego Lopes, super fight, super happy. He's Brazilian. I thought he was Mexican. Who would you like to fight next, Diego Lopes? I want to fight for the title, of course. All right, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining this podcast. I'm gonna go to bed. It's past midnight here, the East Coast, and I'm gonna watch the rest of the card tomorrow. All right. Stay safe. Keep training jiu-jitsu, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.